Do it.
Here we go. Full best of 3, and it starts off on Haven. We haven't really seen much Haven from LG in the last couple of weeks. The only real even kind of a statistic that we have for both of these two teams is actually just very close wins against Zero Marksman Black. Otherwise, we have seen these two teams face just a few weeks ago. It was quite tight. We should be expecting the same thing over towards the long area now. Tig waiting up for that first approach. It's going to be Jonah P with that first kill. Saya player doing the same thing, but this Nebula is just allowing so many trades, so many 50-50s, but it's the take from Garage that opens things up.
Yeah, Moose not able to hold it down in that back line. Now these two players from LG have to retake from the defender. Spawn Trent already and holding this angle as a spike. You plant it down, but that shock dart, it actually does deny.
Stellar. Now Trent has to not only pick up the spike, but has to go for the plant. But look how close already Mata and Dazzle are. Valen now has to play up on the 1v2 turret around the corner, and he can't even play up on the left side, but the turret actually...
Look, you can already see one singular wall's covered up 3 choke points on B and A. For now, the guard, with their Spectres and their single marshal, they should be, I mean, I'd imagine coasting to this round victory as they approach the C site.
Oh my. Through the smoke, B-Dog gets absolutely denied. Now they don't even have that Marshal. The rest of the players all with classics, and there you go. Just 3 easy kills in the middle of side guard. They're going to be able to plant. I said glitch earlier, by the way. I just mean like in kind of, you know, like an actual sense. I mean like KJ's utility just not working today, I think. No malfunction.
Yeah, I mean, not in this instance. I don't think there's really much you can do.
She has to go back to the lab, work on it.
Yeah, LG, Dazzle, just looking to see if he can maybe find a singular exit here. Otherwise, it will be a full bonus here from the guard. Just a nice scale up into the C site. Dazzle. Just a single alarm bot being dropped here by Net, and it looks like off of this default, they are going to try and elect again to take this C control. Whereas LG, very early info here towards this A side. As the focus from LG pivots back here towards this C side, right? Mata has now transitioned from Garage, placing a turret to play off of that Nanostorm. They will put heavy control, or a heavy emphasis towards this left side of the map as the guard reposition themselves back towards the mid side, right? You have already Net posted so close up towards that B side. Still, Trailblazer will retake this long control, so we're at a minute left here, and the guard have retaken this long position. They still have to worry about B-Dog in towards sewers, but Net in a really prime position to cut off rotations as well as the guard. They will pivot back, and I think we might see a B pop here as another fake guiding light goes out towards A long.
Spike drop.
Yeah, like you said, another piece of util being used, but it's all just going to be a wrap over back to B. Nobody here. Seeker's going in. Nebula covering up both choke points here on B, so they should, in theory, be free for the guard, but the shock dart going in through the Nebula strikes down on Asaya, and Dazzle's able to get another one. This is now just chaos for the guard. They had their space, they had their util, but now the Nebulas, they start to dissipate. But look at this from behind. Valen clearing the space, able to get a big one, and Trent is there for the trade. That actually equalizes the round, and now they have a red carpet back to C.
Yeah, Trent's already going to make this mad dash, and both of these LG players, Moose and B-Dog, they might get caught off here by Net. Net is going to try and cut them off in this rotation. Needs to get both, or else it's a one and done. He will find the first and immediately backs away. He will regroup with Trent to try and play this 2v1.
Yeah, technically a one and done, but it's because he just booted the hell out of there. So in we go, B.
Starting things up here 3-0, putting LG now on a deficit economically. Recon bolts won't spot on anyone, and they're not going to even vie for control here towards this ace. Got a couple sheriff shots spam through this mid wall. That's just a tad bit of damage as the guard, I think, are trying to sense out any aggression from LG, and that's why we kind of see this very passive holding their default.
I mean, what more are you really going to do? You know the pistols are on the other side. You know, at least the opportunity for a stack could be there for at least some of these players from LG, but we're not getting really the picking and prodding that you would want from this attacking side from the guard, or at least what you would expect from the default. We are seeing, though, group setups, always a buddy system, always an opportunity for a trade. And this is just the safest way to go. It's the best way to go, but the guard, again, just waiting up for one single pick to actually make their way through, but they can't actually find anything.
Yeah, and LG aren't able to make any rotations as they really have no control. B-Dog. Help sewers here, man. Someone help him out. Viper now in the back site. 3 players have rotated here towards this A side. Still B-Dog just hanging out in towards sewers. Double
he just dashes in.
30 more seconds here, and he does end up going down eventually. Now the pop comes through here from the guard as they look to clear the site.
Saya has full line of sight over towards the back of sight, but Tig and Moose actually able to get up 2 kills, so it's just Jonah P and Saya down, but 3 players still remaining for the guard. Mata, you can still put on a little bit more economic damage, but again, that's the only real thing that we can expect out of this one. Mata going in, still has 3 targets around the corners. Good stuff from the guard, though. I do kind of feel bad for B-Dog, though. He was in a prime position.
Yeah, kind of forced to make a move, I felt like, in that position. Stuck behind his teammate's Viper wall. Was really just trying to get a pop on any players coming sewers, but really nobody was approaching from from the guard. So forced to make a move, elected to take the fight.
Quite difficult, actually, for B-Dog to try to hold on to. He wants this first pick. Saya player is actually in a 1v1 against him. It's off the off.
Oh!
There you go. Saya, a massive win now for the guard, but do they know it? I absolutely think they don't.
Yeah.
This is A side absolutely empty. They could waltz their way on. The Trailblazer is going to help out just a little bit more to clear out some space. But again, the guard, they're going to treat this round like real any other. Want to clear out extra angles. Potentially actually go back to C, but look how much attention is there.
And that one single pick has forced LG to plug up this gap towards its A side, because you just simply cannot give up this entire site, and it's pulled 3 players over. My goodness. This is a style of VALORANT calling where the team will get a pick and they're not going to initially take this exec, and they've done a phenomenal job here. But even then, I mean, LG are not willing to take this space. Now an Alodron will come out, which should allow rotations to shift back towards the left side of the map. And yeah, already Moose electing to pull away. Same thing here with Dazzle. And Alodron up towards the C side. The guard with 40 seconds left, just enough time to make an exec, are starting to pivot back towards A.
Yeah, and because of the bird, because of the guiding light, again, we saw that a bit earlier from the guard. They put on a guiding light back over towards short when they actually meant to go over on B, but this time they just make their full take. So there goes a Cosmic Divide in the back line, but the Hunter's Fury is there to try to help too. Comes in right on time. 15 seconds left. Still no ground has been made for the guard here on site, but that flash is so big. Tig, a gap in the smoke, but he can only get one. Now with a double, and this now leaves the guard with a 4-on-2. The Cosmic Divide should be going down in a few, and not only that, but I think that the Sova was actually heard. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things that they can do now to try to change things. Don't get me wrong.
Heavy play again here towards this A side from both of these teams. LG electing to stack 3 in. And just the eco, B-Dog will have the Blade Storm out, but a Trailblazer to lead both Valen and Net up. You know,
you should run.
3-man stack here, and an early lockdown coming out as well. That will, I imagine, be broken here in a second. The
it missed.
Darts, no, they don't connect. Actually, they will be forced out of the site, and there will be a 5-on-5 retake. Again, that Blade Storm in effect here. Tig, him getting detained will slow down the initiation of this retake a little bit quick, and we'll see if Ender was right, if they will pile on these bodies, but no, they have to wait.
Yeah, but it is what we expect usually from LG, that they just want to scrap it out. They want to go with the 1v1s, especially if you already have a body in the middle of sight, just to try to delay some time, but it's not going to happen. So in we go. Smoke in the middle of sight. B-Dog going in with the knives. Oh, there goes the right click. Now it makes it a bit more possible for the guard. Oh, never mind. LG. Oh, wait. Moose goes.
His upping prowess now towards the C side of the map. Again, LG will be battling here early for sewers. His Viper's Pit will be cleared out now by the Trailblazers. They want to get aggressive. Moose forced to back away temporarily, and I don't know if the guard will still commit to this A hit, or they have gone A control and elected to push forward. In the meantime, Net will find some space down here towards the mid side as the guard immediately evacuate this position and look to take some active control elsewhere.
Right there.
Nothing's gonna stop them from going into C, so we might as well just see that walk in just a little bit. The Alodron, I don't think actually gonna catch any sort of utility. So, even more importantly though, didn't catch Mata. Already ready over towards B Link. BA Link, Trent, at least around the corner, getting compensated for it. But look how many players are already here for LG. 3 players surrounding this B site. Let's see if it's actually a full commitment. Nanostorm pops, and the spike is actually going down. This one's just going to be a whole fire fest.
Oh, early swings coming out. Jonah P and Net able to find both Dazzle and Mod as they try and swing simultaneously. Now the smoke is up towards the C side, and well, they know that a Viper's in rotation here. They're going to try and cut him off. And I don't even know if you're LG, if you want to go for this. No, you don't. You don't at all. You don't really have the cash. And instantly, the guard, with a scale up in towards the B side, a pop play into it as they draw up that very early Nanoswarm. We'll find now a 7th, and things are starting to spiral a little bit haywire here for the LG side.
Yeah.
Not much you can really do in this round, I'd imagine. After losing that early nanostorm, you're forced to kind of just swing into the side and try and hold them off.
Yeah. And, I mean, the rotations were right on time, too.
No,
it
that's
was
the up.
That is so unfortunate. Like you said, Sully, that stances to get some one-off picks.
This weird buy for LG. The guard will look to attempt a full C site take. No default, no shenanigans, 2 players pushing, but that means only 3 players here immediately to help on the C site. All they need to do is delay and hope that both Mata and B-Dog can get some kind of flank going, but the guard are wary to it. They instantly back away. Take their time, but that guiding light gets almost nothing here, so I'm curious to know if they are going to be ready for it, I'd imagine. So VALORANT is going to work this with his teammates. He'll take this flank fight, but B-Dog, okay, finding one.
Yeah, Saya needs to find the second.
Oh,
there you go.
mind.
So the damage subdued. So yeah, not too bad. And again, the rest of the map, we just kind of wait up to see if anyone from the guard gets into any of these 1v1s with LG. But now look at this. No way they're going to expect Dazzle here. They might as well peek them. Net. Oh, Net has his classic out. Dazzle's going to be able to nail him. Now has an op. Saya player peeking him on the right side. There goes up a smoke, but that's at least going to help him back. I don't know how much the op is actually going to help him, to be completely honest, at least in the close range scenarios. But Saya player, he could just do it all.
I'm low-key thinking LG might want to save if they can't find a picture, especially if Moose goes down, but he doesn't. Moose will pick off the first. A 3 versus 2 down to just 2 here. Now recon bolts.
Oh, and they
now
pinged.
they know where Trent is. The shock darts just buying a couple of extra seconds as they're trying to isolate this fight. This is lovely util from the Vibe.
Rounds are going. Yes, LG are putting up a pretty good fight in terms of their earlier positionings, but the guard are making this one look real easy.
Yeah, this is seriously one of their best maps. I spoke to Val and I asked him, one map you're confident you can beat any team on, and he said Haven, and they're showing
nice
and aggressive here in this round. Is Saya just scooping on through the garage side, and you love it from the guard because they get a pick and they immediately back away once more. A player forced to rotate to plug up this gap. B-Dog, the only anchor towards this A side, has just the operator. And LG now forced to play 3 towards the C side. Another gap opened up here in the defense.
Early Aldrin gonna get only 1 piece of information, actually. But they did spot out the turret early back over in mid, but shouldn't do too much otherwise. Now just look at how disciplined this play from the guard is. They are waiting, though, for this burst out over on B. There is going to be that turret spawning. Wet Dazzle out with a peek early! But the hub trapped into the turret. It does essentially nothing for Dazzle. He's able to get absolutely nothing. Saya, oh, that's a little bit unfortunate to say the least. Waits for the pop off the smoke. And now the lockdown clearing out the rest of the site, but the spike's still planted. And with control from the guard, they still have the angle. B-Dog can't do anything with this, can he?
Yeah, it feels like the core. I mean, it's just falling apart here for LG. 9-0, and B-Dog has to save the lockdown coming in, and don't exactly know what Saya was going for, but it worked out in the end. Net was there immediately for that trade. I mean, we expected LG to be super quick on initiating these retakes, and they wanted to hop in before the guard could really get out of sight, and unfortunately, just enough time. Net slowing the retake from this east side down, and now guard up 9-0. Another exit frag, but that
LG cannot get more unlucky, I think.
Slow wow is going up. Another scale up here from the guard, but I'm being honest. I think we're going to see almost exactly what we saw in the last. Never mind. Okay, I was expecting them to back up and play the flanks. Trent.
Oh, that's a double.
Hunter's Fury finds a double tag, and yeah, you're right. Nothing here you can do if you're LG. You're forced to play off site, and you can attempt this 4v5, but those 2 players already tagged down low. It's seeming very, very unlikely.
And you just have to take in the sights. See what LG can actually try to pull off in a round like this, but no way they can do anything. Fallon taking down 2 in that back line. Net with another one. B-Dog stuck in that 1v5, trying to...
So patient, so cautious, able to make these reads. Avoid the operator is probably the biggest thing, and a very early Hunter's Fury to try and find something. Double tag coming out, though, in a singular pick. That's the initiation you wanted, and now they have a main control.
I mean, I can't even tell you the last time that LG actually won an actual initial contact, and there you go. 2 of them going in their favor. As Moose pushes out of the smoke, now Saya is trying to compensate for it. That's to say the least. He's going right into the middle of sight, where he's actually already spotted 2 because of this recon.
Saya!
Saya! All alone! able to get 2 entering for the guard. Oh, LG, what more do you need to do?
Time to hunt.
Walk in. Saya finds a double. B-Dog on the flank. They're going to try and make this 2-pronged retake work. It will be Trent to make this first contact. Guiding Light catches nothing in towards spawn, and B-Dog is gifted nothing. Okay,
Oh
there's a nice
my.
little flick. He's got the knives out now. And Tig is coming from garage.
This is a good
Now
split,
they
and the
know.
high-low actually works. He spotted the man in the back line. B-Dog knows he's in back
Oh!
left, and the headshot hits right on target for. This is something that I would
It's
expect
fast.
from the
Double.
guard's defensive side instead.
Oh, the
But
knives!
Saya, no, the double updraft, exposing B-Dog and exposing everyone in long. I mean, right when you thought that LG were trying to do something cheesy that could actually work, all 4 players get revealed because of the updraft, and Net's able to get 2. The guard now, they have full control of C-site as they go around the world in a 5v2.
What more can you do here? I mean, the instant success from LG. They try a 4-man stack towards this A side, and I mean, I could feel the inevitable doom as I see the double updraft from Saya players around is about to come down. Oh man, 11-1, the last round of the half. We're looking at again the second 11-1 half scoreline on the day. The retake, almost impossible here. The Star already, 3-4 players lined up out towards long, 1 in towards Cubby. They're gonna try and stick it here. The Vipers.
Oh.
Poison Orb is up. They are getting some picks here, and Moose
Oh,
just barely.
Around.
Almost a legit requirement, and we'll see if LG can pull it off. 5 players trying to approach the C-side. It looks like a Hail Mary kind of play as they just try and get a quick work in. The smoke does miss, and the U-tail coming out from the guard is almost flawless here. The peek comes
the
out here
nail
from
swamp's
net.
good.
They have the info, and really nothing you can do here for your LG. A lot of damage just off of that spam, though.
Oh, but Saya player coming in from the back with the Sheriff alongside Jonah P, but Jonah P doesn't get spotted. They think that the player potentially would have went back into main, but Jonah P don't exactly know if he was spotted or if he saw any of these players back over in mid, but oh no,
man. Oh,
LG,
man.
LG. They thought about Garage for a quick second, but they walk right back into the 2-man crossfire in the middle of B. Oh, Moose and Tig. Moose is probably going to go down to the side. Yes, he will. Saya player looking for another one. Mega long range against Tig, who's all the way over in C long. Does end up getting the kill off of the Frenzy, but it's a 1v.
At least in map number 1, the guard.
Revealing area.
11 rounds to try and close us out here, and oh, nice little smoke from Saya, covering himself up from the recon bolts as now the rest of LG. Movement over towards garage. 2 players pressed up forward. The spike left right outside of window, and Mata. This is lovely space. There is nobody here from the guard to read out this play.
No, but the turret's definitely going to spot him.
That will.
Yeah, that's the only thing that they needed. It's the turret all the way over in C. No one needs to be in garage for that. So just like that, LG. Still thinking of other places where they wouldn't get spotted. Back over in B. They have set up a little bit of utility themselves, at least for that front side, but it hasn't actually equaled anything just yet. We do have to watch out for what would be LG and just this mid-control period, because they have so much space but no control, and now it even gets worse. The 1 player in garage goes down, and now it's back in the hands of guard.
Yeah, flash coming out as well. We'll get the info of this mid play. You still have Saya tucked up top of the boxes of sewers. And he's got a solid control, right? Gravel, smoke can come out here as well
30 seconds left.
if he needs it. And he even has the assistance of Jonah P. They're going to try and scale their way up here, LG. A last dash effort with 20 seconds left. This is for the map here.
They force bot for a reason. They have everything that they could possibly need for this. So in we go. Moose going to be able to get the first, and B-Dog gets the second close range. Valen is here real quick, though, off that SMG, and is able to get 1, but not more than 1. Now only 2 players remaining for LG. It's Tig and B-Dog. B-Dog. Oh, no. B-Dog is the last person remaining now in that 1v2. Oh, big headshot off the Marshall. Needs a quick scope onto Net to make it happen. But Valen going deep and Net going down, or Net taking one down. That's going to be the 13-1 going back in the hands of the guard. I mean,